Live. It's what?
Yes.
Maurizio, you're gonna have to tell Presidente over
It
there.
was your lunch.
He doesn't know yet, but you know. What's happening, guys? What's happening?
Hey, look at this. Everybody. Pound,
Everybody.
pound.
And Maurizio, you when you take these videos and the pictures of Milan Club
You
Toronto,
just put us in trouble, brother.
Presidente, my guys, did you guys take pictures and we want to put on the Instagram?
I don't understand how come it takes so much to take a picture.
So we're busy getting drunk. Well, I can only speak for myself, but anyways, we got lots to. Yes, sick jacket. Yes, it's a beautiful jacket.
I'm pissed. I can't get the one that they wore yesterday.
No. But where did that jacket come from?
I have no idea, but it's the same jacket as the Italy one, the Italy for the Euro, the green one, same style.
Tell him send you pics from where he was. Shh.
Adriano, thank God for Alex. Took that one picture.
Maurizio, Presidente is like the ultimate warrior from parts unknown. We don't know where he. We know it's La Salle, but we don't really,
I promised Frank that there's going to be at least 2 to 3 Presidente imitations tonight.
Okay.
We're already at one. Frank, don't submit your questions via Instagram because I send them to the guys too, okay?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Oh, man. It's going to be a long one.
Yeah.
Cari amici sportivi. Welcome yet to another edition of the Milan Weekly Podcast. There we talk everything Milan. Still battling for Europa League, Milan. Complete mental breakdown, Milan. Stevie P, Vinny T, always faithfully here. And we're not professionals.
Nor do we pretend to be. But we are fans. Because even after a devastating second half, we're still here Monday night.
Because it's never going to change. It's just like Theo Hernandez. He goes, now even more than ever, Forza Milan. And in the end, guys, we're going to get into it. And it's... First of all, thank you to everybody on the YouTube machine. 22 of you strong. We're waiting. Marizzi sent me the voicemail from his daughter. The daughter is used to the 8 o'clock. I go, this is Steve's schedule. Here, Steve's schedule. Yeah. So my day started off I sent over a WhatsApp to Mike from the Milan Club Dublin. Mike, I know I'm not going to be the only one drinking. Sends me a picture with him and his lads. What are you talking about? He already started pre-drinking. I was in a good mood.
Good.
We get to the bar. There's a couple of people. Okay, this and that. Do we want to talk about the game? You want to? Because everybody hurts. Do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the game? Do you want to go?
Well, of course.
I'm saying, do you want to start off, or we're just gonna get into it with the questions?
Starting off with Presidente's questions, Vincenzo, per favore.
So, to my cousin Johnny yesterday, saying, "But Vince, where's Presidente today?" I looked at him. Where's Presidente today? Why do you ask questions that you know that there's no answer to that question? But somehow these presidential points came to be, Steve.
Yes.
Now, before, because we need a bit of, we got to keep it light and humorous.
I got to give it to the YouTube.
You got to give it to YouTube. And we need,
because Faz, Kumbara Faz in New York, he's on cue.
He's on cue.
Paint me a picture.
Yes, and on that note, bring out your inner Bob Ross and paint us a picture on how these presidential points came to be.
Everybody from around the world on the YouTube machine, if you check your weather map, you will see a humongous cloud on top of Montreal.
Mhm.
This cloud, ladies and gentlemen, brought us 50 plus centimeters of snow. For you Americans, do your conversion in inches. It's a fuckload of snow.
Fuckload it is.
3 hours to get to work today for me, an hour and 45 minutes for Vinny, and we're still here. Presidente, yesterday, he took out his frustrations, ladies and gentlemen, on that snow. He pulled out his 1962 Toro Snowhound, which is a front walk snowblower, ladies and gentlemen, still in mint condition, passed on from generations and generations of Presidente, ladies and gentlemen. He got the wheelbarrow out as well, Vinny. Pick and shovel.
The metal
And
shovel.
metal shovel, of course. And he went to town on this 50 centimeters of snow. Not only removing the centimeters of snow in front of his home, he did the complete county of LaSalle, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Marinaro's house, everybody's house was clean from Il Presidente Vinny. And as he was mowing with his Toro 1960 Snowhound front walk, and it's not automatic, guys. He pulled out the pythons yesterday, and he was pushing this thing throughout LaSalle.
But was he swearing?
No, Presidente doesn't swear.
Even there was no kids around.
No, he doesn't swear.
Oh.
And the presidential points, guys, they just came to him like butter.
Like butter. Thank you very much, Steve. But if Presidente had to swear, Steve, what would it sound like as he's taking up the snow?
Snickers. Jesus. Doesn't say Christ.
Huh?
Doesn't say Christ.
He says, Mannaggia la Madonna che canta.
Yeah.
The Madonna that sings. You know.
Dio Goro. Dio Goro.
Presidential point number 1. Irony. It was a bitter loss that leaves many fans angry, and the pitchforks are out blaming the owner, the management, the coach, the players, and even the water boy for the second half meltdown. Yet again, we see the weak mentality of these players who lack the killer instinct to fight for 90 minutes. Individual errors and fear killed Milan in the second half, yet a ton of anger is towards Pioli. Since you'll have plenty of angry questions to answer later, I want to ask a rhetorical question. Okay, President? Let's assume, just for fun, Milan wins the derby 2-0. Do you believe the fans would praise Pioli or say the win is thanks to the players, Ibra in particular? Do you feel fans are biased to being angry towards one group but doing the opposite when they are happy? But that's social
the
media.
nature, guys. It's the nature. The nature of the game, President. It's a rhetorical question that he knows the answer to.
Yeah. But it's like people always
takes a page out of Cugina Giovan, Kumbara Giovan. Asking a question you know the answer to, ladies and gentlemen.
It's look, guys. I think the big problem out of all of this is not that we lost. It's how we lost. None of us, Steve. We
which is exactly what we said last week against Hellas Verona. It's not the fact that we tied, it's how we tied.
Yeah.
So for all those people that throughout the week and Saturday included, who said, Milan, we dropped points against Hellas Verona, but Hellas Verona beat Juve. Hellas Verona held Lazio to 0-0 tie. Guys, we know that. And it's not taking away from Hellas Verona, who had 3 magical games. The problem is we speak Milan. And Milan, with a man up against Hellas Verona, those are 2 points perduti. Finish. You're not going to see them again.
Where on games like Inter, where, guys, we all are all true Milanista. We always have that hope. But let's be honest. Any betting man would not have securely put money on Milan yesterday.
No.
And it's just the way. It's just the way we lost, because we were outside having a smoke. We're all talking at halftime, and everybody was like, wow, great. But we're all looking at each other.
Static. And no one's gonna say the word we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Or
no. We wouldn't want to jinx
or looking at the schedule to say, oh my God, after these 3 points, we have
Juve
at Coppa Italia. No, because we're all intelligent people there, and we know that Milan has work to do. After a first fantastic 45 minutes, which for me, and I told you, I was there yesterday, and I told everybody, told Tommy as well, that was the best 45 minutes Milan has played in 8 years.
Far from perfect,
Far from perfect.
but Inter did not show up on those
No,
first 45.
zero,
They
zero.
could have very easily scored in the first
Oh,
half as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
A lot of defensive problems. So Romagnoli just doesn't seem to handle the pressure against these big teams. But anyways, it's just that we were all there. We're all kind of nervous because we're like, we've never been in this position before, 2-0. And then, you talk about, what I hate the most, Steve? Brozovic. Of all people to score that goddamn Brozovic.
I understand it, but I told you guys yesterday, and I'm going to repeat it again. It's almost like we're at the bar. You cannot.
Is that president?
No, I don't know.
Milan Club Montreal. Yeah.
Oh, maybe, yeah. You cannot. I repeat, cannot practice or defend that first goal. It's impossible.
That first one, no.
It's impossible.
It's like you have to tip your hat off. Okay, what a great shot.
You as players and would have a little bit more confidence and would have a little bit more experience would say, you know what? Nice. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. But no, they don't, because they don't have that experience. And for all those people on Milan Twitter and everybody keeping on telling me, oh, this winter mercato, we saved money. I get it, we saved money. I get it, we're cash strapped. But at least one hole you had to fill. And yesterday was evident that without Zlatan, we are completely lost.
And even if, you know how a lot of coaches in hockey or in football call a timeout just to scrub. At 2-2, Steve, you needed to do a change, even if it's a change, just to stop it in the momentum over there, and just because they were completely in shambles.
I disagree. There's no change, and we proved it yesterday. Mind you, I have I don't know if he's talking about the changes, but I have my own rant for the changes. But we don't have the quality to make that impact change. We have nobody. We don't have an Eriksson. We don't have the depth of Juve.
I still feel we should have started Paqueta. I don't care what we haven't seen.
No, after the first 45 minutes, unfortunately, you cannot say that.
Not after. No. Miel would have started him. I would have started
him. But
him.
that's it. After the 45 minutes that you saw, what Milan did to Inter, who is now in first place of Serie A, you cannot say that.
Our first hello from Jamaica.
Yes, man.
So
I disagree. We don't have the depth, and that's the problem. The magical spot is the fourth spot. Inter went through it. You have to get lucky. You have to make points. You have to make Champions League. Champions League will bring in a different class of manager, a different class of player. If you don't reach Champions League, we will not get out of this rut.
And it seems like it's always written in the stars in Serie A that when points are served to you on a silver platter. Now, I'm not saying a silver platter for the team we're going against, but everybody lost. You can make up some ground, right? When we're playing against Verona and we're playing against Inter, but it just hurts to fucking lose that way, man. This is going to be a lot of swearing today.
And it hurts to lose because Inter did nothing. And I repeat, I hope there's Inter people who listen to the podcast. People are talking that Conte made a change of tactic and they got more aggressive. Bullshit.
He told them off.
Bullshit.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he told them off, and I would have flipped everything. Actually, Adriano's my proof. I turned to Adriano and I said, for Milan, I wouldn't even go in the dressing room. I would have stayed on the field. I would have had them bring me the oranges, bring me the Gatorade, bring me the Pumata, whatever they want to put, magic spray. Keep them on the field. Don't even make them go in the dressing room. Because the momentum, I wish yesterday there was no halftime. I wish that yesterday we could have just played 90 minutes straight.
Glass half full. The first 45 minutes showed us what Milan is capable of countering a 3-5-2 by being dynamic on the pitch. Never mind what was reported, Milan played a 4-2-3-1 as Rebic and Samu pushed up while Kessim Benacer was sticking more in the middle. Çalhanoğlu was free to roam where he pleased. What's wrong with that sentence? Çalhanoğlu was free to roam where he pleased. The key to counter Inter flooding the midfield was the quick ball movement and taking advantage of the gaps Inter provided. Question, notwithstanding the bitter loss to the Snakes. To Nima, to Francis, to my friend Carlo, I'll take all the bullshit from you guys, even though some of you guys won't talk shit to us because we deserved it. You're still all snakes, all of yous. Do we feel that we finally found the formation and the starting 11 moving forward that we will let us finish the season in a positive manner? 4-2-3-1. No. Well,
I don't know.
I would probably. They were saying about I thought they were gonna go with the 4-3-2 the 4-3-1-2, but then with the strikers and then Rebic had an okay game. Even playing off the wing over there. I just didn't understand the Çalhanoğlu. I didn't understand why we didn't go with legs. I don't know. Yes, he hit a post, guys. Yes, I get it, and it just seemed like other than when he hit that post, where else was he?
He didn't do much. I don't know where people saw him roam where he pleased. He was roaming around and he was inexistent. It's obvious yesterday Pioli wanted to stack the midfield. Call it whatever you want, 3-5-2, 4-4-1-1, whatever you want to call it. He wanted to stack the midfield because Milan needed to win the midfield. Brozovic, Barella, all of them in the first half, nowhere to be seen. And the second half, he gets that goal and it gives them life, guys. That's what it was.
Where went with maybe Musacchio? Now it's easy to say.
Now it's easy to say Monday morning quarterback. Personally, I don't find the upgrade of Kajar to Musacchio being this new revelation.
It's like a lateral move.
Yeah. I don't know where everybody's getting it. Like Musacchio is not Franco Baresi reincarnated, but the partnership of Musacchio and Romagnoli wasn't that bad.
Romagnoli looked weak.
Romagnoli looked weak on the goal. He looked weak on the goal. You have, you know what? Romagnoli gets a free pass a lot of the times because he's been through the shit. Like Bonaventura.
I understand.
He's been through the shit. But on De Vrij's goal yesterday, you as a central defender, the only job you have is to make sure that no one gets anything on that ball.
Yeah.
And especially the center back from the other team. He got that ball at knee height. Wonder goal, yes. Should he have got a head to it? No, because his foot should have connected probably with the ball or his head. He's got to get more aggressive. And we struggle on set pieces, corners. We were saying it yesterday. I'd rather give a free kick off out of the box than to take a corner because we look lost on corners.
And we look lost when we take corners.
Terrible.
Let's see what the Mr. Positivity has to say about all of this, because he had the baby duties at halftime, so he left us just before the debacle.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Buonasera, Tommy. Buonasera. How are we?
Na merda.
Na merda. Not feeling. I know you had to. Maybe this was you, Tommy. You're the good luck charm. You leave and they get 4 goals past us. I don't know. I know you had baby duties, but how you been feeling
La
since?
vergogna è Pioli. This guy è una grande vergogna, un grande stronzo. That this guy does not understand that Çalhanoğlu does not belong on the field. How much down does he not? Or maybe there's something going on in the dressing room that we don't know. Maybe.
So,
cazzo di Çalhanoğlu, you lecca il culo, this guy Pioli.
So what would you have done, Tommy? What would you have done? You would have put Paquetá?
I told you this. It's been months. This guy bisogna stare in tribuna. This guy does not belong on the pitch. Does not belong there. Or you only bring him in 25, 30 minutes before the end of the game. That's it. That's all. Questo è un panchinaro. Or è uno che deve stare in tribuna.
But again, Tommy.
Paquetá.
Okay, but not the Paquetá. It was going to be maybe, who knows.
But he has more legs than this guy. Invece ha più precisione. This guy non tirò solo la fatta. Ha preso un palo, and then we never saw him again. That's it. That was it. I even told Steve, this is the only time you're going to see this guy. He shot, he hit the post, now you won't see him anymore. At Company Fat, he became the invisible man. Now, I don't know where he goes, or where does he play, or maybe he hides on the field. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But this guy does not belong there. And not only him, tutta la squad. They're all a bunch of fucking losers. La Blanca di Bidon. Tutti quanti. The only guy che si salva is Ibrahimovic. But the rest, sono tutti merdi. And that's the honest fact. Come cazzo puoi perdere una partita 4-2 when you're leading the game 2-0? And that is even Pioli's fault, that he doesn't know how to fucking even tell to prepare mentally your team. You're up 2-0. Don't back up. Let's go get a third. Let's go get a fourth goal.
And to our new viewers from Jamaica, you're getting free Italian lessons as well to all our friends out there. But when Tommy gets aggravated, that's what because people are telling you David from Philly is telling you preach, Tommy, preach. But I think we're all in the same wavelength. Tommy, it's not that we lost; it's how we lost. But what do you expect now from me?
I was freaking out yesterday. I went to get my baby formula. I left. Milan was up ahead 2-0. I get back home, it was maybe 25, 30 minutes later, and I see 3-2. I thought the TV was wrong. I thought there was something wrong. Questi qua, actually the TV wasn't wrong. In Milan, they actually gave up 3 goals in a matter of 20 minutes.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us twice, but who knows how we're going to react. I know we got the Coppa Italia on Thursday, next Monday.
Adesso ne vanno tutti quanti a fanculo, va, Coppa Italia. This guy, you know what? Me, from now on, I'm going to say it. Make them do bad. Non me ne frega più. But this guy has to get out of there. Stu Pioli mi arrostano proprio le palle. Ma sta sopra I coglioni.
All right, so Tommy is not a fan of Pioli, but before we let you go and to our new viewers, Tommy likes to give us a segment of the week. This week in cadaver history. Tommy, who do you
finalmente.
Who do you have?
This week in cadaver history, we're going to talk about a guy that came on the 18th of January of 2012. Il Milan l'ha pagato 1.5 million. This guy was not even worth 2 cents. Ha fatto 13 presenze e un gol. This guy's name is Deamel Mesbah, un bidone dei bidoni. Tutti cani e porci hanno venuto dal Milan dal 2012 fino a oggi. Cani e porci. Cani e porci. Il Milan, before, it used to be that Milan used to only bring in the cream of the cream. But ever since then, after all this mess, financial fair play, selling to un cinese che ha fatto fallimento. This guy Elliott coming in, Maldini, Boban, un scemo di Gazzini, un altro merdoso there that is over there that I don't even know what he's doing, the new guy there, Massala, whatever his name is. Tutti merdosi, cani e porci hanno venuto al Milan, tutti bidoni, tutti schifosi. Il Milan, they will have to put out a new management. Everybody out, fire everybody. Starting with this ignorante that brought in Pioli in. Fire him. He's not worthy of Milan.
I love it. I love it how he goes back in time but brings it back up to today's teams. Tommy, thank you very much. We will talk next Monday. Hopefully we'll have a better, we'll have the game on Monday. Let's see what we do against Juve. Let's see what we do against who we're playing on Monday.
Tanto con la Juventus, we all know what's going to happen. Tanto la Juventus quest'anno, there's only one thing I'm going to say. Mi fa piacere che la Juventus perde. That's the only thing that keeps me watching la Serie A. Quando la Juventus perde, perché la Juventus, everybody knows, the only time they win is when the referees, they start writing calls for them in their favor, and they send that. Ma in reality sono tutti una branga di stronzi, pagati, strapagati, e la Lega Calcio che fa? Gli danno I trofei gratuitamente.
I hope you don't wake up your newborn over there. Tommy, thank you very much, and have yourself a fantastic evening. We'll talk
Good
next
night,
week.
And once again, the podcast is number 1 because of both you guys out there. You guys are the best.
You're only second to you. Thank you, Tommy. Have a good night.
Va bene, ragazzi.
Ciao.
Passiamo una bella serata.
Speriamo. Ciao.
Ciao.
It's he just comes the whole Milan Twitter, or just like he's very repetitive, Tommy, but we love him. We wouldn't take him any other way. He's got his legions of fans. Guys, thank you. 44 live viewers on YouTube. Thank you very much for that. Let's go because now Presidente he's taking questions from Instagram as well. Zelaya, do you think we lost in the second half because of the coach or a lack of experience of the players?
Lack of experience.
Definitely. Francis the Snake. Do we answer him? Yeah,
Of course.
Does this performance give you optimism for the rest of the season? Go fuck yourself.
But wait, that's a good question. If you look at the first half, yes. The first half, guys, that's the best 45 minutes we've seen all year.
That's true. That's true.
You have to take a. I'm really glass half empty. I'm glass half empty. I'm not going to blame Pioli. That's number one. I refuse to do that because you cannot prepare for that. You know, everybody says, and you see Milan Twitter and you see the different quotes and then prepare for this game. Guys, this is not Milan Hellas Verona. This is not Milan Lazio. This is not Milan Lecce. This is not Milan Juve. This is not Milan Roma. Guys, this is Milan Inter. This is Derby la Madonnina. More than 100 years of tradition. You cannot prepare for a game like this. This has to be something that you live, you breathe. You have to go through it. Unfortunately, our players have not gone through it enough. And the inexperience showed. You cannot prepare mentally for this game. The only one mentally prepared was Zlatan. I'm going to give Gigio a pass because he made some saves. And the goals, to be very honest with you, he had no chance.
No.
But if we look at the goals, if we just take a minute and stop being a Milan fan and look at the goals. Shot from outside the box, rebounds off Kessie, comes straight to Brozovic, who volleys it past a defender into the bottom left-hand corner. Clap your hands, move on.
Yeah, there's no way to prepare for that one there.
Alexis Sanchez was onside by a hair. Yeah. And we can get into that. I don't even want to get into. I don't want to be a baby and cry about it. How they cannot go to VAR to take a look at that, like the ref actually goes like this and let me take a look at it, is beyond me because there's no way the linesman, he saw that he was onside.
I don't know if maybe he asked to review, then basically they said no. I don't know. Like
but
there's
whatever it is, I'm not gonna say he was onside, offside. The goal, they fell asleep. Sanchez steals the ball, lays it off to Vecino. Did you see? I watched it again, Vince. Vecino, I don't know if he didn't mean to do it. He just got it on net. It went through Kajar's legs.
Yeah,
in another game that hits Kajar, he clears it off the line. The third goal, guys, I said it already. Romagnoli needs to get on the end of that.
Yeah.
But again, clap your hands because they're center backs. They get into the dirty spots that our center backs and our players don't want to get to on corner kicks. He puts that top corner. You cannot save that. The fourth goal, I don't even want to talk about the fourth goal because everything went wrong on the fourth goal.
Yeah, that was,
Chanalobulu not closing on Moses. Moses putting it across, and Lukaku, who is 4 times bigger than Kajar, and apparently Lukaku now he owns Inter. Now he rules.
Did he get a yellow card?
Of course. Now he rules Inter. He scores 4-2 at that point. But before the 4-2, guys, do you know that we hit the post?
We did.
We forget, but Zlatan hits the post from 3 feet. An inch to the left, and the game is 3-3. We salvage a point. We're not having the same conversations, guys. So, this is Derby de la Madonnina, guys. This is not your average game. But can we be at least happy that the first time in 8 years we played to win this game and not to lose this game?
And they need to identify exactly what went on and try to rectify the wrongs there. But that's easier said than done. Facebook Frank, he says, Facebook Frank just wants to hear himself talk here. There's no actual question. The second half collapse came down to weak calls by the ref and poor tactics by Pioli. I'm not blaming the ref, just saying some calls killed Milan's momentum. Yes and no. I think he did a good job, the ref. I find he
made them play.
He made them play. He did stop the game at some times where, yes, Frank, sometimes you look back at the replay. How did they call that a foul? How did they not call that a foul?
The game has its own life. The game is like a story.
Yeah.
It just plays out. Things go wrong. Guys, can we remember? We lost the Champions League winning 3-0. 3-0 at halftime. We lost the Champions League with the best team in the world. The best team in the world. To a Liverpool side, don't tell me they were better than us.
No, they weren't.
No.
They were better than us in 2007, and we took it from them.
Yeah.
Roshan from Milan Club India. When will we finally learn to shut shop on games that we so easily can win? You know, it brings me to this question: is that as Milan in the first half, I don't know, Steve, if you noticed, as we were like building up play, trying to attack, I was pointing out Inter, there were 9 to 10 man back, compact, and it just seemed that us every time they were attacking, we didn't seem. I don't know. It just seemed like, why, if we're up to nothing, how come we don't have a lot more players like really defending? Or is it a tactical thing? Is it But
I think they were surprised. I think they wanted us to. They wanted us to have most of the ball because they thought that they were going to get us on the counter. But I think he didn't adjust in that half, and I don't think he adjusted in the second half either. So that's the limitation of Conte. Everybody's saying Conte better than Pioli. Conte didn't set up his players for that. Guys, they have Ashley Young on the right-hand side. Ashley Young sucks of ass.
Yes, he does.
Guys, he sucks of ass. So let's get down. Let's talk the truth. We lost the game, yes. Don't tell me it's a magic stroke from Conte, because I'm gonna call bullshit all the time.
Eddie V, including yesterday's loss, Milan has lost all of their 6 matches against Serie A's top 5 teams this season: Inter, Juve, Lazio, Roma, Atalanta, scoring just 4 goals and conceding 16. Now that the derby is over, will Milan go winless against the other 4 opponents? Well, if we're a betting men looking at stats, yes, right? But it's still holding on to that first half to show the team and to build on that confidence that we were able. We got beat by the better team. If Lautaro Martinez was on, who knows what would have happened.
That's another thing, guys. We played a team that was missing their starting goaler and their second best striker.
And Padella didn't look good on those
terrible.
goals. So I don't know if Andanovic was going to stop, but again, it's on the how. It's on the how that we lost. But thank you to the Instagram questions. What are they talking about over there, Steve, as I go to our first Twitter question? To Jeff Orlando. Why? Just why? It feels I just keep asking the same questions about the coaching, the team's play, and the roster construction. Quite frankly, I'm tired of asking the same questions. So do we, Jeff. So do we. It just keep on repeating yourselves.
Me, the only thing that we're going to touch on the coaching. I just want to say something. I try to give the benefit of the doubt to Pioli that you cannot prepare for what happened in the second half. The message is simple. The message is the next 10 to 15 minutes of this half will tell the story of the game.
Yeah.
That's all it was. If they don't get that lucky bounce, I don't know what happens. It's easy for me. I'm Monday morning quarterbacking everything. But you have to have some sort of adjustment. You have to have some sort of plan B.
But do you need to charge up before we cut off live as we're live?
Maybe. No, probably not.
All right.
I'm going to go to the changes.
What, the 75th? We changed somebody.
Yeah.
After we were down 3-2.
The thing is that at the 80th minute, he makes the change. Leao for Castillejo. Why? Why do you take off Castillejo, who didn't have the best game, but the guy shows up every week and runs like a dog? I get you want to give Leao the chance, but Castillejo is not the guy to take off. That's my opinion.
But who were the substitutes on that bench? We had Jack, Krunic is out. Who else do we have?
But okay, you want to put Castillejo in? You want to put Leao in as another?
Take out Çalhanoğlu.
Take out Çalhanoğlu. Make someone else play in Çalhanoğlu's free roaming role.
Somebody that has legs.
Someone has legs. The next change is Paquetá for Kessie. Okay. You want to put another pair of fresh legs in there? Kessie didn't have the best game. Did his job.
But I still don't understand how Paquetá... Anyways, go on.
Then, the change of all changes. Bonaventura for Rebic. Rebic had the best first half in the Milan jersey.
Yep.
Right? I found he was active. I found he was linking up well. I think he had still more to give. And unfortunately, Bonaventura, at this stage of his career, has nothing else to give.
4 games now, Bonaventura.
It's very bad. It's very bad. But this brings me to what I want to just prove a point. Inter can bring in someone like Eriksen, who in reality could have even started this game. Because Vecino has no has no role in this Inter. I'm sorry. You want to win the Scudetto? Vecino has no role. He scores a goal, yes, but 9 times out of 10, you're getting nothing from Vecino.
Yeah.
So
Right
why
place, right
Eriksson
time.
is not starting, I don't know. But you could bring in Eriksson. You can bring in legs like Moses, who Conte loves, and you're still bringing in some sort of class. Unfortunately, Milan at this point, the players that we're bringing on, they're not giving enough. Paquetá, 0. Leao, 0. Bonaventura, 0. We cannot make that impact change that, you know what, stops the bleeding. We don't have that Band-Aid. We don't have it. We have some sort of 11 players that could start and play a good 45 minutes. The problem is that those players can't play 90 minutes.
At this point, take out a midfielder for central mid. Put on a central defender. Put on more defenders out there just to protect somewhat. Anyways, Marco Mortgage relates to that. Ciao ragazzi, best half in over 8 years combined with the worst. So would you have made a change after the second Inter goal? What do you think we should have done differently in this one? Is this one on Pioli? We've discussed that already. I would have made the change at 2-2 just to, like Steve is saying, there's no impact on a substitute, but just to like change it up a little bit. Like, okay, stop right there. Take that extra 10, 15 seconds of breather because we know where this is going. That's what I would have done differently. But I think Steve is going. It's on Pioli for the changes. But unfortunately, what other players were at this?
He doesn't have them at his disposal, guys. He doesn't have that impact. I get the change, but I'm just saying that they're the wrong changes. I feel like players like Castillejo and Rebic being taken out when they're having a half decent game and they gave you everything in the first half. And okay, things are not going well in the second half. But I don't think it's on Castillejo and I don't think it's on Rebic.
No, definitely not.
So why are you punishing these guys? Unless someone says I'm injured, I can't do it anymore. I don't know if that happened. But if I look at the change, a change for a change, I'm sorry, guys, they're the wrong changes. The Paquetá for Kessie, I couldn't care less. Until Paquetá, he shows me something. Guys, he cannot start. He cannot start. You saw him even when he came in. Gave away balls cheaply. The moment was too big for him. He still thinks he's playing in the Brasileiro. There's a problem here, guys. This is year 2 now.
Adrian, you sure don't want to charge, just in case we get cut live.
I'm not going to charge.
All right. Buonasera, Milan Weekly Pod. Does the fact that Milan haven't picked up any points against the top 5 teams, considered 16 goals and only scoring 4 total? I mean, I don't know. Are you together with Eddie V there? Same questions on Instagram. But sorry, Adrian, Eddie V stole your thunder, so we just answered that one there. They are realistically fighting for Champions League. How far behind are we? Pretty far. That's what I would say. This question is how far are we from Champions League?
We're at least 2 years.
Ian Ferraro, boys, I don't have a referral, but can Presidente write me a letter so I can get tonight's podcast covered under my benefits? Group therapy. You know what? Maybe Presidente could start writing out some prescriptions and some. This is what you need.
For a psychologist.
Yes. David, Milan Club Philly. Does the Derby loss make the Coppa Italia a higher priority now for European play next season? I don't know, Dave. I think 6th spot is still somewhat achievable. Coppa Italia, it's like, yeah, it could be, we can concentrate on Coppa Italia, but Juventus ain't going to field their bench team. I know Ronaldo's been playing those Coppa Italia games, stuff like that. So I think more battling for 6th spot because I don't see us winning Coppa Italia. You, Steve?
I see that Coppa Italia could be used as something to get these guys a bit more experience. So if you're playing against a Juve team and you really want to make up what happened in the Derby della Madonnina, I agree with Dave. Yes, it becomes important. Also, if you get to the final of a Coppa Italia, it's another final that we may or may not win. And it gives these guys a bit more experience. Do I want to keep on hoping that we're going to win Coppa Italia? No. But you have to be realistic here.
Yeah.
These guys need high-pressure games. There's 2 Derby della Madonnina. That's it. There's another 2 games against Juve. The rest, Serie A tries to do a good job of hyping them up. in reality, the other games, not that they're just regular games, they don't have that same esteem as a Champions League game.
No.
You're not playing midweek. It's you're not trying to qualify for a group. It's a long marathon, and we were able to get back to like 4 points, and then in a week we're back down 6 points back.
Keeping the glass half full, Steve. It is our first loss in 2020. If I take one sort of positive, there it is. Rossonera social mailer. Which do you think is our most embarrassing moment of Serie A this season? Atalanta 5-0 loss or 2 minutes of madness versus Inter that led to Calarma's defense, second half collapse after starting a 3-point after 40. I will say Inter defeat because we thought we had arrived.
No.
Most embarrassing would be Atalanta for me.
Atalanta 5-0 didn't show up at all.
Yeah, that one there because in the end,
we saw
Inter was they just showed us how wide they're a superior team. And it's because they made us believe. So I don't think that was an embarrassment. Atalanta for me. No offense to you, but I'm definitely going with Atalanta.
Atalanta for me, and I don't think Inter did much to prove that they're superior than Milan. Yes, they were missing players, but I think they got the bounces that they needed to change the momentum of the game, and that's what happens. That's all.
Our Cuban/Russian spy, Alberto Perez Shashkova, he asks, un saluto to two fine gentlemen. The team collapsed after the second goal conceded. Then they didn't know how to recover from the knockout. What would you guys do if you were Pioli under the situation? It's a mentality problem, and you campeones like Ibra. We did touch base on that with Pioli. I don't think he had many choices to make other than making those changes a lot earlier than the freaking idiot.
I know what I'm doing if I'm Pioli. After the game, I'm going to see Boban and Maldini, and I'm saying, you signed me Salchicha Maker. I cannot use him in this thing. Salchicha Maker cannot get on this pitch.
We forgot about Salchicha Maker. He was there.
You signed me a backup goaler. I can't use him here. Who else did you sign me?
Yeah, that's true.
Who else? Who else did you give me?
Okay.
Where's Ibra's number 10? Don't tell me it's Chanalobulu. I'm going to smash everything if it's Chanalobulu.
Got a point. You got a point.
Where is everybody else? Jack is not working out. Krunic is injured.
What's wrong with Krunic?
Broken foot, apparently.
I was like Krunic, and never minded what he was capable of doing.
I have one guy. I have Benacer. Did he get a yellow card yesterday?
I don't think he did.
Chalk it up as a win, guys. Chalk it up as a win.
T. Pepperoni. Good day, boys. Interesting game.
Kumbarabra. You signed me Laxalt. Oh, if Pioli was going to bring in Laxalt yesterday, it was going to change the whole derby. Salchicha Maker on one side, Laxalt. Hey, we're going to win the derby.
Clearly aren't good enough on the pitch, and Pioli was our coach second half. Obvious holes need to be filled. Until we fix the midfield, this club won't go anywhere. Benacer and Kessie isn't enough. Agreed. Yeah, we've been talking about that. But people might have criticized Kessie yesterday, but I found him, I don't know if you noticed, Steve, I found him a bit more on the attacking side yesterday. Recuperating balls, but it looked like Benacer was more like, in that back position.
Got all his shots blocked yesterday.
That's true.
Inter had a lot of blocked shots yesterday, shots that should have been on target or probably were going to be on target, and they blocked them. So a lot of clean tackles from them. Yes. But you know what, guys? We were talking about Inter, the superior team. De Vrij, Godin, and what's his name there? Steiner there.
Skriniar
got introduced to Zlatan in the first half.
Yeah,
it's not Carlos Bacca. It's not the Croatian. It's not the overweight Higuain. Yesterday they got Zlatan.
Yeah,
because the three of them could not mark them. They tried each individual one to try to mark him, and they couldn't. If we had just a bit more quality, I think we would have been up at the half, maybe 3-0.
No, we did have those
and
chances.
That might have changed a bit more. Would the game finish 4-3? I have absolutely no idea. But the lack of quality cost us certain concrete goal chances yesterday. And we were lucky not to concede because they had their own chances. But De Vrij, Skriniar, and Godin got Zlatan.
Hey guys, you got 1 out of 3, right? Godin. And Dave likes your Salchicha Maker. At Miguel AJ29, who do we need to add to the squad to give our youngsters a boost of confidence due to their lack of experience? Should we bring in Italian talent from Serie A or world-class talent? At this point, you bring in whoever Ibra needs for the next year in his contract. Give me these guys here. But I think what's the most important to keep in mind, Steve, is let's be honest. Ibra is a band-aid solution, and a band-aid solution is not,
100%.
so whoever we bring in, it cannot be. You can have maybe another band-aid solution kind of guy, a year, 2 years, but all the other ones. So I will probably say, like we need some experienced players, but experienced players that will be, I don't know, 32, 33, that can give you, an extra 3 to 4 years.
I think 32, 33 is even too old. I think they need younger. They need to go fishing for proven talent. Players that are youngish.
Late 20s, maybe?
Yeah, youngish, that have played in big moments and have some upside. They're going to cost money. Money that, unfortunately, they're going to have to decide. Do we want to spend and continuously have UEFA up our ass with this financial fair play? Or you're going to have to go looking for the cheap. And the cheap, guys, unfortunately, this mercato, I'm not saying that I knew this was going to happen. Guys, it's just looking at the facts. You cannot go through a winter mercato when you're a team like Milan that needs to think of what's happening next year, already this year, and just cut and not bring in something else. Am I going to say Suso was going to make a difference? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I don't think so.
Suso wasn't going to make a difference. Piatek wasn't going to make a difference. But this goes back again to $240 million spent on rubbish. In the end, it's rubbish, guys. It did not give us the quality hike that we wanted. But now you have to make specific moves. We're saying, we're going to do this in the summer. I'm going to wait and see in the summer.
Rossonero Blue 47. Also, how was the first half? Perfect. Energy was there, but passes were iffy. Romagnoli struggled for pace getting back with Lukaku. Inter could have had 2 goals off of mistakes. Again, final third non-existent. So
we said far from perfect.
Far from perfect. We're just saying is that it was the best one, but even at that, far from perfect. And yes, that's the quality of Inter that we almost paid on our mistakes. Just the way they almost paid for more of their mistakes, right?
Well, they paid for their mistakes, guys. So, and unfortunately, they paid for their mistakes. Don't tell me our goals were like something that we practiced on the playground. And we came up to that game. They were hard fought goals, both of them.
Can you give us a imitation for people that haven't seen Rebic's celebration yesterday after his goal?
Well, he kind of caught me off guard, to be honest. I didn't know if
we were
like,
is it and we're all waiting for the VAR. John Lamorte, don't you guys think that Milan's first 45-minute performance, especially with Ibra, shows Milan are not all that far away? With a new ownership group in for the long haul and more depth, Milan couldn't compete with Inter subs. Milan could be top 3 competitive, no? We're not that far, John. I think we are far. We are still far, if you ask me.
We're at least 45 minutes away. In terms of our team needs to play
and be able to
show more in the game and be able to play a full 90 minutes. And this team cannot play 90 minutes.
Show us more of these performances, consistency, not just one out of the blue, right?
Yeah, no, not against just Inter.
Lecce can beat a Napoli on any given day, right? Like they happen.
But they have to show up and be willing to play and put that commitment every single week for 90 minutes. Will that be? It's impossible. I'm telling you now. There's no team, Juve, which is by far the best team in the league. I'm going to tell you even now, even them losing against Hellas Verona, after what I saw from Inter, I still think Lazio has the Lazio second half crumble coming to them.
Yeah.
Juve is the best team in the league, and they're still in striking distance of Inter, and they haven't even started the engine.
And you know what? You know who started his engine? And I can finally say, after seeing him over 2 years, Ronaldo. Holy shit, man! What a player, guys! For him to be at this point now, it took him time to adjust, but to score 10 goals, 10 games in a row in Serie A.
I say yes and I say no, Vince. I say yes and I say no because I watch a lot of Juve games.
It just shows the quality of the guy.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal athlete. I just don't think that he makes the people around him better.
That I don't disagree.
I find he takes a lot of shots, and if you take a lot of shots, there's a good possibility with that talent you're going to score. I just feel again,
Doesn't elevate everybody.
it doesn't elevate everybody.
The way
else.
Messi elevates Barcelona.
Exactly. Messi made a lot of millionaires.
Do you heard he's coming to Milan, Messi?
Yeah, right.
Mike, although Çalhanoğlu has been scoring, do you think he stayed in this game for too long? I feel like he was terrible and would have rather see Paquetá get the start on the attacking midfielder position behind Ibra. But by the way, it's Mike from New York. Mike from New York. Yes,
Mike
Mike.
from New York.
Taking words out of our mouth. We already talked about that. So yeah, definitely we're on the same point on that. Scarred Milan fan again. Not a question enough with these excuses. We're immature. These players are supposedly future greats, have been here long enough to where it would happen in the second half should have never happened. With the frequency it does. As a lifelong fan, I just don't know anymore. You got to keep on believing, man.
Yeah.
You got to like Hernandez said. Today, even more than any day, Forza Milan, always. Who's forgetting to put hashtags? Okay, that we already read. Andy Falcon, we need to get our asses up and forget this game. We wouldn't have made the fourth anyways. Keep fighting and build on this. Forza Milan.
Build on the 45. I
Build
agree
on
with
the
Andy.
first four. Evo. It's been a while, Evo. We haven't. Watching how the second half started, a 2-1 was sure that we would have not just conceded more, but even lose. In my opinion, the main reason is lack of character and confidence. What do you guys think? Should Pioli do more in the regards, or do we need more experienced players? We need more experienced
players. I think we need more experienced players, guys. I don't know what you want this guy to do.
It's like you said, like what were his options? Other than substituting before. What are his options?
Before and the correct players, which I do blame him for that.
Yeah.
You cannot ask more from this guy. You think that this guy is not doing anything. Like, I get he's maybe not the best tactician. He's he's brought out something good from Milan from what we had with Gianpaolo. He's found Benacer. He's giving some confidence to younger guys. He had the balls. It took him a long time to sit Suso.
Took him a lot of balls not to wear a turtleneck anymore. That was the first time we lost without the turtleneck. So, Peter Bernardi, newly member, even as from Denver, Colorado. Like I told you, Pete, President's Pigeon Carrier Service, they're sending you the T-shirt.
Canadian.
Huh?
Larry Walker,
yes.
Baseball Hall of Fame. Colorado Rockies.
But he's an
always a spoke.
That's right. The Pigeon Carrier is on his way to Denver. Amici Sportivi, this one was hard, totally deflating the momentum we built on a string of results. Next matches are Torino, Fiorentina, Genoa, Lecce, all below us in the tables. Are these 4 must-win games? It seems with 10 to 12 points from those that hope is not lost.
Every game is a must-win.
From now on, other than, like you're saying, anybody that's below us, you guys.
You cannot drop points.
We're not going to talk about the easy games. We cannot drop points against those people. Christian Espinoza, was there any more positives from the derby than you saw than you haven't mentioned yet? Other than the first half?
Benacer is something special.
He's good.
Guys, if you surround this guy, and I like Kessie. I'm a Frank Kessie fan. I like that Frank the Tank. But if you surround this guy with someone with a little bit more experience and has a little bit more offensive flair, I think Benacer takes another step in his career. He's being held back because, unfortunately, Kessie does make mistakes, and Milan's midfield is the problem. But from the derby, guys, in the first half, in the second half, yes, things did go away, and maybe even he's guilty a little bit of, being a prisoner of that moment. I'll let Mr. David Lamoyal.
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah. There we go.
Benacer is something special. That's the positive that I take away from that. And I take away, again, that first 45 minutes, guys. If I'm Pioli, I'm showing everybody the tape of the first 45 minutes.
Definitely.
After that, I erase everything.
And I the positive, I see, like, even though he looks like a chicken without a head, Castillejo, he just shows, what we haven't seen in Bonaventura, that heart in the last 4 or 5 games. He shows that heart every single time he goes on. I don't know, like, for me, that's a positive. And that closes our Twitter questions. I don't know if anybody on the YouTube, Steve, before we get into it over here, we're doing good timing. But to you guys on YouTube, stay tuned for Milan Weekly Podcast After Dark. After a long Sunday. And yes, we continue drinking Forza Milan. Indigestion of the week, Steve? Anything pops to mind? Anything that pissed you off? What?
Shitty weekend. It would be easy to say the second half of Milan. I'm gonna just poke a little bit at Puma, who keeps on releasing new merch, new Milan merch that I cannot purchase in Canada. Kind of pisses me off, to be very honest with you. But reality is, my indigestion of the week is Lukaku. Lukaku because it's a second derby now.
Yes.
Yeah, scored a header on the first one. Nice goal again. Absolutely no. Didn't change the game, right? He scores this fourth goal, seals the game. I get it's the derby. He wants to show the fans that he waves the Inter flag. Then on Twitter, he kind of goes into this we boss this town, and he shows the 3 goals and said, yeah, lets him show the 3 goals, right? Because he's not breaching their copyright, right?
Yeah.
He's allowed, right? Okay, I get that. But Lukaku, for 88 minutes of that game, you were sleeping.
Yeah, he didn't.
You did absolutely
You've seen it.
Sweet fuck all. And I'm here, and I'm going to tell all my Interisti friends that Lukaku, without Lautaro Martinez, which is a surprise, is no grande zero.
You had a couple of good runs, but what chances? What chances did he have? At one point, when he burned our defenders a couple of times, but he never took like grazed the post. He wasn't the Lukaku you would have expected as a dominant.
And even at that, Lukaku, what did you win?
Against a subpar Milan.
You're beating a subpar Milan that if you were on the Inter teams of old, you wouldn't be able to tie their shoelaces.
And didn't you qualify for Europa League, Inter? They want to talk about winning.
Whatever it is.
They got disqualified.
In the Champions League, you turtled. You did absolutely nothing. They spent all this money on you. You're out of the Champions League. You're in Europa League. You're winning the derby. I get it. You want to celebrate. I get it. That's Inzaghi's thing. You don't steal people's celebrations. Lukaku, indigestion of the week.
Indigestion of the week was for me. I just feel nobody's taking responsibility for what happened. And I'm not saying we need somebody a scapegoat, but I would have liked a Pioli. I would have liked to, you know what, guys, this even if it wasn't his fault per se, you didn't take. Sono arrabbiato. I'm pissed off at my players. Okay, but take responsibility. Show that you're a leader. Show that even though it might not have been everything from out of your hand, but take a step there and just take the pressure off your players. Feel good moment of the week. The brioche of the week. Steve.
Milan's first half.
I can't even disagree with that. Definitely Milan's first half.
Really impressed the first half. It wasn't perfect. People are going to start saying it's perfect, blah, blah, blah.
Juventus losing?
No, not even, because I think Hellas Verona did what they had to do.
No, good for them. Good for Hellas Verona. Good for Lecce as well. And looks like that the bottom 3 are going to be battling out very much. Guys, that's going to close it off for us. YouTube, stay online. We're going to take some of your questions very quickly. We will talk next Monday. We will have the Juventus game on Thursday to talk about, this upcoming Thursday. Then on Monday against Torino. Thanks, Adriano, because sometimes my mind did wonders. Are you ready to press the stop record on the thing?
Yeah.
Guys, it was bad. It hurt. But God damn it, ovunque e sempre.
Forza Milan.
How was quality, guys? Good. No skipping. Thank you very much. Over 40 again. I think we hit 44, 45 live viewers. We appreciate you guys. And honestly, don't think we don't see your comments. I'm trying to figure out a way, maybe to take another phone to read your comments live. Sabrina said she wanted to apply for the internship. Maybe President is going to come up with a job application. Maybe. She's got to fill out and everything. A little joy in Pazzo and Borini beating Juve. Yeah, definitely. Nice guy, good quality tonight. Fantastic. Great show. Thank you. Very good quality. Fantastic. Pioli needs 10 lashes like Cody. Yeah, I mean, for real. Huh? Do you know what he's talking about? The
I have no
lashes.
idea. No
He got
idea.
lashed. MJF gave him 10 lashes on the back. No,
Don't care.
don't care. Raw is taping right now. I know. Don't worry about it. Any questions for my question? Gigi La Patat. How amazing does it feel to see Ibra do so well? Something.
He showed up.
No,
showed up.
he showed up. I
He
think
showed
it's-
up, and if he scores that goal to make it 3-3, he really shows up.
definitely. And I think people are still just too
Noor
grasping
from
the.
Indonesia.
Hey, Indonesia, what's happening?
Hey.
But I think people are just too concentrated on the fact that he's 38 years old.
Yeah.
You know, but no, definitely it's a great feeling to see him that way there. But I am always keeping in mind, like we were mentioned before, he's a band-aid solution, guys. Band-aid solution. What else? Other questions over there? What do we got? So good quality from Indonesia. So anybody in Canada having bad reception?
Change provider.
Pasquale, he's fucking numb. Pioli should have had mind to change at the 60th minute. Yeah, that's what we were talking about before. We're just, and it's very easy for us to critique guys, whether it be us or you guys. But to me, I always come back to help me understand what was going through your mind. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch the Liotta Goals parody. Steve, did you see? With the voiceover, it's pretty funny stuff. But no, definitely. It's just again, let's help me understand why did you wait that long? Or why didn't you do like an emergency change after that 2-2 just to give that little bit of breather a la timeout? Again, very easy to say. Who knows what the results would have been? But God damn it, fucking hurts. What else do we have over there? If you guys have any ideas how we could possibly look at your questions, because if we're gonna take a look at YouTube questions, I think we might have to do Twitter, maybe put a cap off on those ones, because you guys. I wish we could go through all your questions, and that's why we do this Red Car Weekly after dark. What do we have there? What do we have? This very good game. You guys are just having conversations. Something to think about.
better than Musakio and Kajar. That's
how old is he? Thiago Silva, 36, 37? But I think it would be another a la Ibra, again, a band-aid solution, guys, right? Thiago Silva would be good maybe as a mentor, as a leadership on the team. But again, it does not fix the long-term project that Milan somehow has in place. Anything else, Steve? On the screen, get a smart TV with the live stream on the podcast. Bonji, we'll have a TV right over here. But then will it... you know what? He's got a point. Oh, shit.
President is doing some tagging tonight, guys.
Is it President? Or
we see something in orange. Well, Milan Club Montreal, it has to be him.
Yeah, obviously. But is it Marcel or is it...
No, because he has the other account.
He has the other account.
Yeah, President is 69. He doesn't like to go on that one. First Lady doesn't like it too much.
Guys, anything else? Even Duarte has failed us. But what did he? Actually, you know what? Those 2-3 games he had played, he didn't do bad. This is our glass half full kind of guy. How do you tag someone? Faz just tagged me, but I'm unable to do it. David, these are things that only Presidente knows. Maybe gotta contact him. I'm on a PC. Just add with name. Well, it seems like you guys are having a good time conversating within yourselves. Gavin, what do we need a balance of experience and youth. We need to scout. Hey, Gavin, I don't know in Jamaica if do you have a Milan club there in Jamaica? We do the Milanismo worldwide. We're trying to reach out to many.
The president is calling me Stroms.
If there is a Milan club Jamaica, get in touch with us. Get in touch with Presidente. We'll see if we could get a little interview on there. I don't know if you caught the Milan Club Mexico. I don't know, big Italian community in Mexico. Indonesia as well. Indonesia we did. That was with Marcello. But no offense to Marcello, people like my voice a bit more than his.
Obviously.
What are you doing there? You're copy pasting.
I'm showing him what it looks like.
Milan Club Kingston, Roberto Marley. Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Roberto Marley.
I think he's joking. That's fine.
I thought it was for real.
I'm like, is this guy's name really Roberto? Good times. Who have we not done out of all the Milan clubs? The first one was Dublin, was it not?
Yeah, I think we do Dave.
Dave did.
We
Dave,
did New
we did.
York.
We did New York. Did we do New York?
No, we didn't do Milanismo del Mondo.
I think we did Philly. Didn't we do with Dave?
No, we didn't do Philly. You didn't do New York.
We didn't. Guys, I have no memory. It's the grappa. It's the grappa.
You have to do Toronto.
We got to do Tirana. We did the Pacific Northwest, or that I did, and that we remember we did. I don't know. That's Sabrina. Sabrina saying, prepare your CV. Did you just fart live?
No.
Okay. All right. So we got everything there. What else? Someone mentioned there's a response about it. Inter Scudetto material. I love how quick.
See, we did Milan, but not Milanismo. Good. Get some North American guys so I could be on the show. Everybody from these exotic places, I can be.
But it's always very interesting though to get these exotic places. It's pretty cool to hear.
I want my New York, my Toronto, and my Philly.
All right.
Those are the next three, Presidente. New York, Toronto, Philly.
How about this?
American, Canadian, American.
How about we do a general podcast on North America, Milanismo Worldwide? We'll have Dave on. We'll have Maurizio on.
No, each one has to have their own time to shine.
That's true. Guys, thank you very much for staying on with us all this time. We enjoy it. Thank you to Presidente for learning how to do in the comments. Now, you know what's going to happen next one, huh? Presidente is going to read the questions on YouTube, and he's going to email me directly so I can get them directly from over there.
But
always on the job. Always on the job.
It would be nice if you could put in a couple of hours to do the questions for us.
Don't piss him off. I'll do the Toronto episode.
Oh, yes. Very nice, Sabrina.
Yeah, we'll ask you about calculators again, Sabrina.
Okay, guys. Buonanotte.
Guys, thank you very much. Have yourself a fantastic evening. Jamaica man, get in touch with Presidente. See if you guys have a Milan club over there. We'll hook it up and we'll do the rest of the clubs in North America. From ourselves and Peppino.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan. Ciao, guys.